next thing that we're going to look at is how to change the size of the cookie when our mouse is touching it, okay? So for this, we need to make sure that we are adding code to our cookie sprite. And let's take a look at our algorithm, which is the set of ordered instructions that we need to follow in order to make this code work. So it says, when the game begins, we need to be repeatedly checking whether the sprite is touching our mouse pointer. So there's a lot of information here, so let's break it down just quickly. When the game begins, that means when the green flag is clicked. We need to be repeatedly, that means in a forever loop, checking whether the sprite is touching our mouse pointer. So if we're looking to see if something is happening, that means we're going to be using an if statement. So then it says, if the sprite is touching the mouse pointer, set the sprite's size to 110%. Else, set the size to 100%. So here's some code showing us how we can do this. So let's take a look at it in Scratch. So remember, we need to make sure that we are coding inside our cookie sprite here. And what we need to do is have our when the green flag is clicked event. There we go. I'm just going to move it down here so we can see it. And so when the green flag is clicked, we need to repeatedly be checking for something. So we are going to have our forever loop here and then our if then else statement. And inside our condition here, we're actually going to use a sensing block this time. And we're going to use this one up here that says touching mouse pointer. So I'm going to drag this in to our condition here. And we could change this to something else as well, so it's pretty cool. But in this case, we just want to know if it's touching our mouse pointer, all right? And if it is, we're going to set its size to 110%. So that's in looks. And we're going to set size to 110%. You can choose a different number if you would like, but I'm going to choose 110. And otherwise, if it's not touching the mouse pointer, it's just going to be 100%. And 100% is just the general size, okay? There we go. So let's take a look and see if this works. Clicking on my green flag, and there we go. So when my mouse pointer is touching my cookie, it gets bigger. And when it's not, it goes back to its normal size.